and Caffrey. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for your time. I'm Caffrey. I live at 3010 Cliff Road here in Manchester. I've lived at the foot of Case Mountain for over 30 years. Everybody can say that long, big number. And I'm here to support preserving the cabin, whichever one of those options, the coal cabin, but keeping the cabin and not demolishing it tonight. I was sort of tasked with mentioning, talking about the ADA aspect, which has been brought up in the presentation. My husband is disabled. I spoke to the DOJ's ADA technical assistance line today. By the way, they're very, very helpful. And one of the things that I took as a takeaway from that conversation is that things like the ADA and building code are not here to make buildings unavailable to the general public. They're here to help us make them available to all, to everybody. And that, I think, is really a valuable takeaway, because what we're talking about with this cabin, I think, as a community is, what do we value? What matters here? This is a gem. This is a 100-year-old historical building made out of American chestnut, which, as you may or may not know, was killed out by a blight 100 years ago. And this is made, it is still standing unrotted, by the way, most of the lumber of American chestnut. It's a beautiful teaching opportunity. And by the way, the American Chestnut Foundation is working on making hybrids so that we can regrow the chestnut trees and have local lumber and have, believe it or not, the nuts or a big source of protein for the local economy. This is a teaching instrument. It's something we should value. When I sort of mentioned where we're going to have something that might mimic history or like be a tribute to it, I'm like, this is history. We don't tear down history and put up like a fake piece of history. We say, this is it. It's part of our story as a community. And I sat here today and I saw these young people who were standing up, and I'm thinking, wow, we're going to be gone and they're going to be sitting in your seats, Mr. Mayor, as you pointed out. And what are the stories we're going to be transmitting to them? We're going to say, here's the Case family. Here's what people did. Here's how they lived. This is a wonderful, unique opportunity. And I think we should not demolish it. I think we should preserve it. And I hope that you find it in your hearts to do that.
Thank you. I believe we have one more online. Oh, no, we said, Mr. McNamee, you're here live.